Melissa Hagger TV. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's what we've all been waiting for. Part 3 of the beautiful, wonderful, amazing moms of Greta Van Fleet, Lori, and Karen. If you haven't done so yet, make sure you go back and listen to Part 1 and Part 2 so you understand some of the references and callbacks in this interview that you're about to listen to. The final part of it. Thank you so much for watching all of these and enjoying them with me. I cannot wait to do more stuff with the family and with the boys. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed with the boys. And, make sure you hit subscribe. If you haven't done so already, subscribe, ring the bell so you get notified because I think there's more rock stars to come to this lovely channel and all kinds of other cool stuff too. So I've enjoyed going through this with you guys and we'll be back again soon.
Yeah.
Who is the best at keeping in touch? Who does it the best?
Josh.
Josh does? Yeah.
Daniel.
I
only have one.
like if I text one of them and they see it and they text back, then it, but as far as just communicating, it's Joshua, and it's not all the time.
Yeah,
and it's not.
I'm sure it goes.
And again, I look at their schedule.
Yeah, know where they're at
to go. Where are they? Okay, and
that makes a big difference.
So with Joshua,
I know because at first
we do know where they're. We do
right,
know where
yeah,
they
but
are
at first didn't you want like a text like, "Hey, we landed safe."
Yes.
My mom,
yes.
I can't even.
The weather like.
I haven't told them.
Yeah.
Somebody has to text and say you're there.
You're there. I mean, I
still do it.
I do comedy shows in Detroit. It's an hour and a half away. My mom be like, "You better let me know as soon as you get there."
Did. And
as soon as you put it in park.
I did that to my daughter the other day when she went back to school. I'm like, "Are you there yet? Well, are you there yet?"
And again, that girl thing. If I say, "Ronnie, let me know when you get there,"
they do it.
She does.
Yeah.
Yep.
But they just do their thing.
But now it's been so long that they just travel so much that they don't
Right.
even want to have to tell anyone.
So this is so Josh. Like they're all over the world. They don't.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Time, whatever. Oh, yeah. Time to be there. Time to be there. I got that. So, like, I'll get a call every month or two, and I always keep my phone. Otherwise, I wouldn't keep my phone by me. But the boys are out there, so I keep my phone close so I can hear it.
Yeah.
If it goes off. It's 3:30. Hello, because you got to answer because it's your kid you hardly ever hear from. And maybe there's something more.
Yeah.
Hey, Mom, blah, 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 and we're on this blah, 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 and we're climbing this mountain, or we just did this.
3:30 in the morning.
The people here are beautiful, and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, well, what time is it? Oh, it's 1:30 in the afternoon. Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay. It's 3:30 here.
Thanks, honey.
Oh, you were sleeping. Yeah. Oh, well, blah, 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 blah. And the other call, all of them, again, whatever hour.
Yeah.
Mom, I feel crappy.
Oh,
they're sick.
My stomach's upset and I feel really bad. and it kills me. Part of me goes, oh, they still need. But part of me goes, well, I'm 1,000 miles away.
Right.
I can't do anything for you. It's just,
I can't help.
And all you can do is go, I'm sorry, babe.
Oh,
rest. Eat some soup.
All that.
Get some
Yeah.
sleep.
So, they come home sometimes.
Yes.
But is it quick? Is it fast?
This last Christmas, I'm very grateful for holidays.
Yeah.
We saw Daniel a long time. From December 23rd until the Thursday after New Year's.
Oh, that's exciting.
Went to the Philly show with him for his 21st birthday. And
cool.
So we had my daughter was home. It was all 4 of us, and our house was loud and crazy and messy again and tripping over shoes, and it was awesome.
So far, I've always had him home for Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's shorter, sometimes it's longer.
Home as in
but
they're just
year,
in Michigan.
Yes.
Yeah.
this year, Sammy said I can't come home for Christmas.
Yeah.
I've got to work on this stuff out in L.A., and it's just going to be too crazy to try to get this done and get to Michigan and then get to Philly on time, and I just can't come. And I was like, yes, you can. He's like, no, I can't. Mom, nope. I'm your mother, and you need to come home because I missed you. Oh, Mom, and I'm like, okay, I get it. You're a grown up. You got a job to do. Okay. But I'm your mother, and so there's still that part of me kept going, no, you have to come home.
Yeah.
No, he's got you. So it's all good. But I told my mom and my aunts and my grandmas and everybody. I told Sammy's not going to Christmas. Sammy's not going to be home. And the 26th, I'm on the couch with the dog, and someone's talking, and it's all busy.
Yeah. Craziness.
And I look up, And here comes Sammy walking up to the
Aw.
house. I just bawled.
Yeah.
And my mom was there, and my aunts were there. And it's Sammy!
Aw.
Sammy came home! And
How exciting.
so he was able to like rush through things, and
Yeah,
he
get
made
it
a
done.
quick stop in Michigan on the way to Philly. And
Even they want to be home for
Right,
the holidays, though.
right.
You know.
Well, and you guys know traveling is exhausting.
Yeah.
Yes,
You
it
know,
is.
I know
It
people
is.
that, claim to get jet lag so bad it takes them days to recover. And it's like, I wonder if you were famous, if that would be the problem. Because you got to just recover and move on.
know.
Like, you're moving nonstop.
And from LA, there's the big time difference.
It's always, that's always a big one.
And if you're there just for the weekend, it's
Yeah.
just really difficult
Yeah.
to catch
Yeah.
up to. And then
That's-
overseas is 10 times worse. But
Oh, so did you guys leave their rooms the same? Do they still have their old rooms?
we did redo Daniel's, but it's still his.
Yeah.
He still sleeps in it. But he had posters that were falling off, and then we had actually some water problems in the
Yeah.
top, and so it was getting posters wet, and
Yeah.
my husband had to repatch the ceiling.
Yeah.
So it looks really, really nice.
Aw.
And he's still happy with it. So
Good.
that's good. It's just a little cleaner.
Yeah, a little different.
But all
Not so teenage
all
boy.
50 posters are not on the wall anymore. Yeah, the entire room was covered with posters. It
Oh,
was really
wow.
cool. Yeah.
That's cool, though.
Yeah. So he has the posters and
What kind of posters are they?
all rock and roll. You name it.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
name it. He would buy them everywhere.
That's
and
cool.
we would buy them for him, and everyone got hung up. And
Aw.
he's pretty sentimental about
Yeah.
things. We put everything in boxes and totes. We were not throwing anything away.
How crazy
And-
that some of that stuff, even though that he's now get to meet some of them people,
Yeah.
that are on those posters
Yep.
that he just laid there and stared at, and
Yep.
now getting to meet them.
Yep.
Aw. Are your boys' rooms the same, Karen?
so they always had to share a room.
Yeah.
We have
All three boys
3
shared a room.
bedrooms. So Ronnie got one on her own.
Mm-hmm. And then the 3 boys.
And the 3 boys had one. And it's kind of interesting because there's like a little lobe that fits a twin bed and a dresser, and that's Sammy's. And then Josh and Jake, and they all had their own little decorations. Like they had their 2 walls, and so everything was this is definitely Josh attitude, Jake attitude, definitely eclectic because they all had their space. And I haven't changed it except that it's become storage.
Yeah.
So they took off, and
all this stuff.
Some stuff comes home, some stuff goes out, some stuff they want to get rid of, and so
all the outfits.
And now they travel so much, they have their suitcase, and they're used to getting to somewhere. If they're not on the bus, when they get somewhere, they lay their suitcase out. They live out of that suitcase, and they have a bathroom. At my house, there's one main bath, and all 4 kids, Kelly and I have the master bath, and they're welcome to use that. But for the most part, there's one main bath that everybody has to share. So shortly after traveling, Jake would just head straight to the basement, where that's finished, and he'd just lay out all his stuff there, and Josh would lay out his stuff all over Jake's bed, and then Sam would be in his little squishy spot trying to open his suitcase and get his stuff out.
Squished out.
So now they pretty much, when they come home, they don't stay at the house.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So
Yeah. Well, I mean, it must be difficult even. I know anytime they're in town, I'm always getting texts. People are like, hey, Kiskos are at Tiffany's.
Yep.
Hey, Danny is at Kroger.
Yep.
Like, I'm going to just, one time, I think Josh was at Kroger at like 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Someone's texting me, get up there, go
Oh
see your
my
buddy. I'm like,
gosh.
okay, I'm a pal. I hope I'm not crazy. I mean, if he's at Kroger, maybe he's buying Jell-O or something. I don't know. I don't want to, like, come on.
Yeah.
That's crazy. People are excited.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah,
enthusiastic.
they're excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about the fans? There's fan pages. There's fan art. There's fan mail.
At
there's,
last count, I counted 45 Greta fan pages on
Really?
Facebook.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
45.
Wow. What do you guys think of all of that? Are they respectful of privacy?
Yeah.
Because that's always kind of that's the problem when they start digging too deep.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah, for the most part, yes, they're
Yeah.
very respectful of privacy.
Yeah.
There's always
Is it cool to
They're
see
kind.
all them people so excited
Yeah.
about your kids?
remember,
Yeah.
we were excited when
Yeah.
we hit 102
Yeah.
Facebook likes.
I know.
And now how many people have seen their Highway Tune video? Oh my gosh.
Oh,
I can't even
millions.
remember. 25 million. Yeah,
Yes.
something insane
Millions.
amount. And we were excited when 100 people had even seen that.
Yeah.
Right.
And now it's hit, 500,000, I think.
So I think
half a
it's
million.
fantastic. I think that the boys were on a mission to share a message through their music, to bring people together, and unite. Love each other, be good to each other, and most of the people have heard that message.
Yes.
And are
And they
are,
get
are
it
living
loud and
that
clear.
message,
They love it.
and it's wonderful.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of good vibes and wonderful stories out there about people helping people,
Yep.
meeting people through
Raising
the
money.
boys
Yep.
and all that. So I think it's great.
Yeah.
I think it's great that they have such wonderful fans that really believe in them and their message
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
take that to the world.
Right.
You don't see that enough
No.
today.
No.
And for their age
they're so
to
young.
promote that.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
is
typically a
amazing.
famous person is just a famous person and they have their groupies,
Yep.
but they don't actually physically
No.
utilize them to move into a direction,
Exactly.
And I
a
love
movement.
that.
Yeah.
Even like the whole army feel, which it can be a scary word. They've made it into such
yeah.
great.
I haven't said that. I said peaceful army.
Right.
Army in itself has this connotation of
negative.
Right.
violence or
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Are you sure you want to? And they were like, yes, because it is an army. It's an army that is going to
Stand
be
together.
powerful and stand together and go out and talk about
Yep.
So it doesn't seem like it ever bothers them. Like when you see negative stuff, there's always trolls out there. There's always idiots, people that post stupid stuff. Does it bug you guys? Do you read stupid comments sometimes, or do you just pass right by it?
No,
I mean, there's obviously
I've-
so much more good.
I've taken
Right.
myself pretty much
Right.
out of the social media just because it was taking so much time.
Yeah.
But when I was reading stuff, people are allowed their opinions, and there were things I would read, and they were done very respectfully and well written that were critical, and I'd go, okay, I see that point.
Yeah.
I see that point. Well, that's cool. That's fine. I had no problem. And then there are the people that just I think wanted to get attention, and they would just say nasty things on the fan page. Now, why would you say a nasty thing
Why?
on the
Yeah.
fan
Does-
page?
I
it
know.
makes no sense.
If you didn't
No.
want to get just
I know
all the
it.
attention. But on the fan page, if someone says, well, I didn't really like Josh's outfit.
Well,
That's fine.
the clothes is a whole nother. Yeah.
or I don't
Let
think
them be them.
I don't
They
think
look amazing.
I don't like the song that the way they did that song at that one. That's fine. These guys are fans. And
Listen, Betty that works at McDonald's.
so if they don't
I don't tell you how to run your drive-through.
and they shouldn't be I don't think they should be victimized for saying I didn't
Exactly.
like the outfit last night.
Right.
That's fine.
Right.
I didn't either. Or
Yeah.
I liked it, but I see your point. And,
Yeah.
that's all good. But the really
The
nasty,
nasty
the,
people.
the nasty ones,
God.
those are the ones that I'm like,
Who are you?
know.
why would you do that?
You're
Yeah.
nuts.
And it doesn't make me mad.
Yeah.
I just go, that's sad. You're
It's
you're
too
trying
bad.
to get attention. There's I'm not sure.
The only thing that really hurt me a lot was when Daniel was sick and they had to cancel the show. And I read, oh my gosh, he's so replaceable. He's just the drummer and he's not a brother. Just get
Oh.
someone else in
Yeah.
there. I mean,
That hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So-
think
so-
I actually cried over that.
so I
That
think-
was just horrible to me. That it was. I know he doesn't
that
get as much
people
attention
didn't
as
have
the
any-
other boys.
Yeah, they didn't have enough respect for the bond of the,
the bond
group.
of the four of them.
Joshua's gotten some really nasty hate messages because if his vocal cords aren't working, he won't.
He can't.
Yeah.
First of all, he can incur permanent damage, which
Yeah.
would destroy
Right.
the career.
Right.
Second of all, first of all, in his mind is if he can't give a great show,
They don't
then
wanna
he's not going to
perform.
go out there and disappoint everybody in the crowd.
Right.
So, like,
Oh, the
When-
press of a bad show.
when his
know.
vocal cords were in bad shape and he literally was not allowed to speak, there were people saying, "Oh, it's not that hard to sing through. I've had a sore throat and I've
Right.
been able to blah, blah, blah." And
Yep.
so there's a lot of hate like that. And again, you just have to go. I don't know.
Just
and
ignore it.
and the Danny thing. If people out there aren't smart enough to see it
Yeah.
on stage,
Right.
you can't have
The
that
brotherhood.
chemistry
Right.
if you're not brothers. He is
He is
a brother. He is not replaceable.
Mm-hmm.
There is no. As a matter of fact, there was something going on a year ago or so, and what was it? Fisher Hall, maybe when they did the Fisher Hall show. I don't remember what it was, but I was talking to the boys. Would you be willing to do this? And I talked to Josh and Jake, and I talked to Sam separately. In both instances, they said, "Well, not without Danny. Not if Danny's not down for it."
Yeah.
And I said, "Well, I'm not going to ask Danny. I'm not just asking you guys.
I'm going
I'm
one at
gonna
a
ask
time.
Danny,
One at a
But
time.
whatever it was, I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, that's cool.
But it gave them the impression. So it must maybe it was a family thing.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was exactly.
Yeah.
But they were all like,
Yeah, they're
no, they are brothers. I don't care if they've got shared blood or not.
Right.
or different mothers.
That's right.
Yeah.
They are.
I mean, they are.
He is not one of them is replaceable.
Yeah.
They are
Right.
all just as
Exactly.
important as the next one, and they all feel the
Exactly.
same.
Aww.
And they'll flat out tell
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
And when I had my daughter's open house this summer, and the boys had come back, and they hadn't seen each other for only 2 days, mind you. And Jake and Josh and Sam came to the open house, and I think Jake got there first. And here goes Daniel running across the lawn,
Aww.
and I literally was standing there, with tears in my eyes, and he runs across. It was like slow motion to hug, Jake, and I was like, he hasn't seen him in 2 days.
It's only been
Oh,
2
it's
days.
only been 2 days, and they hugged each other, and it was
Aw.
like, "What have you been doing?" I mean, and then when the other two came, it was the same thing.
Wow.
I mean,
that's
they
cool.
are
That's awesome.
tight.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Well, and out on the road, I mean, it's important. It can be
Right.
lonely out there. People
Right.
don't understand how fake the attention can be.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
every human person still wants to be, hugged and loved and regarded as someone special.
Yes.
And
Right.
that's not currently their life personally always because, you're a rock
Yeah.
star. Like there's all this crazy stuff going on. It's so exciting.
I know.
It's so cool.
But I think it probably was hard for Danny that first couple months
Mm-hmm.
out on the road because the three boys had grown up together and lived together,
Yeah.
and knew each other's
Right.
nuances and moods,
Yeah.
and
They had
and,
each
and
other.
Danny hadn't lived with them, and he didn't even have a brother,
Right.
He had a sister, which is a different
It is different.
Right.
thing,
Right.
So
It was hard.
so I think maybe in the first few months it might have been difficult for him to feel it
Yeah.
but I think after certainly by a year and definitely now, he's lived with them for so long
Yeah,
that
no.
he now knows the moods and knows the quirks
Well,
and
and
knows
they
the
must do the
so he's
brother
he's
stuff.
way more comfortable.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Like wedgies and fake farting, all that they have to, right?
yes.
Like, oh, don't go in the bathroom. I just
Oh yeah,
blew
they
it
have
up.
They have their fun quirks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do all kinds of fun. Those guys are all hilarious.
I passed a vintage shop last night in Clio that we used to go to, and one of my things I miss the most is shopping with them.
Yeah.
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 Oh my goodness, shopping for clothes with them was the best experience
I
ever.
bet.
We would hit, even when we went to Nashville, we hit either Goodwill and when we went to Temecula,
Yep.
we hit a Goodwill or Salvation Army. I mean, and we would go all the time
That's
around
awesome.
here.
That's so cool.
And they are so much fun to shop with. So much
That's
fun. I
cool.
miss that a lot. All right, boys, we need to go shopping again.
Now it's time to go shopping.
Yes,
I just
sometime.
love meals.
Yeah.
Like if you sit down at the same table or if you go out and sit down and it's hard like we're on the road and if there's like a whole bunch, if there's 15 or 20 people and you've got
It's not
Right.
as intimate.
then you
Right.
can't quite talk to, but the people at your table, if you can, but they are just
Fun.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Fun to talk to.
I don't remember even what city we're in. I think it might have been New Orleans. But it was a smaller gathering.
Uh-huh.
And it's just so much fun because then you can actually just talk and have conversation.
Aw.
But then they do funny things and they say
Oh,
funny
yeah.
things and it just cracks you up.
That's
you know,
great.
and it's just it is wonderful.
Josh and I had a
world.
great time. We got to chit chat on New Year's Eve, which by the time we talked, I think it was New Year's Day. I'm pretty positive.
Yeah.
But we had a good hour to ourselves that I didn't even realize we were in our own little world because we were standing with everybody else, but we were just, and we were both laughing. It was so fun. I'd say something and then he would top it and then I would be like, oh yeah, and then we'd top it and it was all of a sudden we were cracking up and I was like, are we supposed to be talking to other people?
Yeah.
But it was they are creative and witty.
And fun-loving.
And fun-loving.
And
We missed
playful.
that. Yeah,
Sam is the real playful of the three. Mm-hmm. I think he's even more playful than Danny. Danny is very kind and tender and not afraid of emotion.
Mm-hmm. That's great.
But Sam is more of the playful, like,
Right.
oh, and jump on you, and oh, and that kind of like energetic playfulness.
I've seen some of his interviews, and like him and Daniel.
Oh my gosh, the last one when they were wearing the red shirt.
Yes, Danny. that is a really
so many
fun
times.
interview. They play off of each other really well,
awesome.
and it was very cool.
Yes.
Yeah, very.
Very
I'm gonna
fun
have to look
together.
that one
They
up.
know
Yeah,
each-
you
you
gotta
haven't
see
seen
it.
that?
Yeah,
Oh
I'll
my
send you the
gosh.
link. It's
You
really
have to
cute.
watch that.
It's
It is
good.
so good.
It's good.
It was before Christmas, actually.
Was it?
I think it was
Okay.
right before Christmas, or right after
It's a
Christmas.
good one. It's already got
really,
millions of views,
really,
of course.
Really, really good. All
right.
They just know. I mean, they've been friends since kindergarten.
Yeah.
They just know each
Yeah.
other so well.
It's super cool.
Yeah,
That's
you would
cool.
think that they were. Yeah, brothers.
Well,
But they're all so fun loving
Yeah.
and full of, and again they're not like tough human gotta
Yeah.
be tough.
Yeah.
So
Nope.
so they're all like they are willing to let their guard down and be playful and fun, and it is just delightful
Aw.
to hang out. When they're
Well,
When
so
I've got time.
it's 2020. We're promised an album this year. What's happening? What do you know? Did they tell you anything?
they're working hard on it.
They're working hard on
I
it.
bet it's gonna be awesome.
in spring.
Yay! Okay,
So spring is like 3 months,
that's not far. That's coming.
and so I don't know if that means early spring or
Yeah,
late
late
spring.
spring.
And it might not even mean spring at all.
Yeah, who knows?
But
We will know when we know. I know.
Damn,
if
rock
we told
stars.
you, we'd have to kill you.
It might be worth it if we get this posted right away. It might be worth it.
What happened to Melissa?
At least I could die a YouTube star. Maybe.
There you go. Oh, they're excited about it.
cool.
They're excited.
They're very
about
excited about it.
Good.
It's neat.
Good.
Yep.
I know
Yeah.
the line is very long of people ready
I
to
know.
click purchase.
I know, but
they are.
they're such perfectionists.
Yep, and that's great. That's
And
why we love them.
Exactly. They want it to be perfect, and they want it to express themselves,
Well-
and it will be.
It's any artist, a painter, sculptor, I don't care who it is. Until they sell that and it's out the door, they're tweaking it.
Right.
I mean,
Well, and it never sounds as good to the artist as it
I
does
know.
to everybody else.
so
I know.
You always find something wrong
so
with
it'll
it.
go out the door and they'll still be going, damn, I wish we would have done that. Oh, that solo, that run should have been a little bit. Oh, I could
Yeah.
have done this with the.
Yeah.
So until the management team just goes,
Yeah.
There it goes.
we're out.
But what's funny is how many times have we heard like highway tunes? Sorry, I know I'm a little biased because I'm a mom, but I never get tired.
No, I never get tired of it.
Ever get
Well,
tired?
I
of
was
the
Googling
music.
today how to play their music in my video without it being shut down, and there's no way. There's no way for it to happen. I'm not even willing to take the chance. I was like trying to figure out a way for us to play because I just love it so
I
much,
know,
and
it's so
I
uplifting.
know people are going to see this video that are now going to go search Greta because they're like, well, who is this? Maybe
is
I don't
this?
quite know.
Yeah.
Because in the comedy world, of course, I'm always bragging about them all the time. And I still have comedians, like Michigan comedians. They're
They
like,
don't know who they are.
huh, Greta Van Fleet, yeah, that sounds familiar. And I'm like, hold on a minute. And they just start bringing up stuff on my phone,
Yep.
and it's fun
Yeah,
for me.
it
It's
is.
fun to introduce that. But that eventually, I mean, it'll just be so household
Yeah.
that, there's people also listening that are like, what? There's people that don't know Greta?
I know, but
Yep.
there was someone here. They come from all over. Like they come frankly from Australia,
All over the place.
and
Poland.
France, Germany.
Poland seems to be a big. Their fan
Ecuador.
page is huge.
Yeah, it's just
Greta
like,
Van Fleet
oh my
Poland is
gosh.
they've
Yeah.
been
But
really good to us
it's
even,
social
and
media.
we are just the funny people. We're not.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
I can't sing, although I would like to have a sing off with Josh. I think
that
that
would be fun.
could be hilarious. So make him look really good.
That would be fun.
I will
Love that,
say
actually.
when it would be so we were playing the whole thing that happened New Year's Eve just kind of blew up. It was wonderful. We loved having Josh there. It was so great watching Kelly play. It was so much fun having you guys there. And my kids, all this stuff kept my phone just ding, 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 ding for days. And my 7-year-old is finally getting old enough to figure stuff out. And he's like, what's going on? I said, well, my friend Josh showed up, and he's in a big rock star band. I don't ever get to see him, and we got pictures together, and people are seeing it. And he goes, who is it? So I'm showing him, and then we have YouTube on our TV. I said, well, hold on. Let's just watch one of his music videos. So we went to play a video, and when he was just like, like doing his thing, my 7-year-old was like, Mom, that's just like when you yell at us.
Sounds just like you.
That sounds just like you. I was like, how dare you?
No, you should be saying thank you.
So now you need to put on music when you yell at your kids and make it look like a rock star.
All right, now that's it. Me and Josh gotta have I want Josh to yell at my kids.
There you go.
I think it would be great. I want to record it, and then I'm just gonna hit play.
Yeah.
And you're like, mm-mm.
Make your bed.
I'm gonna just right now claim the fame of that. One of the big jokes around the house with friends. And our winter trip every year. Everybody know.
Yelling?
Me.
Oh,
Karen.
It was
You yell?
in the day. It was Kelly. And then
she does
because
yell.
I had these 4 little kids, and he was off
Scary.
playing music with my brother, or he was out sledding with and I'm running around with these 4 kids, 5 and under, 4 and under.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm like, I needed help. I was like, ah. So to this day, they make fun of that. And then around the house, it'd be like, so and so. So I got to the point where like you get one of them, and then you have to go find the other one. Then the other one was like, so it was just Joshua.
It's like Alvin and the Chipmunks, basically.
And so one of their friends does Stamper. Nick Stamper does the most hilarious Karen.
That's awesome.
He just heard it so many times.
You have an impersonator.
Yes, and he would do a good job at that.
Yeah.
Maybe we should
since they've
sneak
grown-
up on people.
Since
and
they've grown older, my yelling days have
down.
died.
behind you.
And
Hey, you got to get their attention somehow.
I know.
And I was always such a firm believer, and we don't need to yell. We can I know.
calm.
We can go, That didn't work.
It feels so good to get it out. It feels so good. That's awesome. Well, I think all the mothers probably are very relieved to know that you guys were normal mothers.
Yes.
That didn't have some, people just assume like, well, they got a silver spoon up,
Oh,
no.
yeah, no.
It's middle America right here.
No,
exactly.
they had chores. They had to get to school on time. They
No
had
TV.
curfews.
No,
and
we didn't have TV until
Yep.
the twins were in high school
Yeah.
when we got the antenna
Yeah.
fixed. So there were like 2 stations, and then we got the
They
antenna
probably
fixed.
broke it.
So then,
I was gonna say
no kidding.
It was probably just
And then we got like 4 stations.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't even think we got Netflix or any of that stuff until
later.
the
on.
boys were, that was later on.
But they're not big
yeah,
TV
it's like
watchers
they
either.
well, it's because they didn't have one. I mean,
Dana doesn't even
we
have
got
a TV where he
PBS.
I know.
So we would watch PBS cartoons.
I was
They're not
trying to talk to Josh about the marvelous Mrs. Maisel because her I know, love that show.
Yeah,
Her
it is a
big
great show.
break in that show is that a big rock star takes her on the road and she does
Yes.
stand-up comedy to
Right.
open up their shows. And it's in the 50s. It's old-fashioned. They wear these vintage outfits. It's so cool.
I was so excited that she was the host on Saturday Night
I
Live.
know.
I walked.
So ever since Maisel came out, that people just are constantly throwing that at me constantly. And
That you
so
need to
when,
open for 'em?
when that worked out, that she was the host
my
that night, I was
gosh.
like, this is not an accident. This is not an accident. So then when I get Josh to myself for a second, I'm like, well, Maisel, I'm just saying there's the show, and he's like, yeah, I've heard of this. And I was like, oh, God, you need to watch it, please.
So good.
When you're in Michigan, man, and it's funny because since that conversation, so he kind of he left it pretty open-ended. And I was like, well, December's busy for me. If it happened to be a December tour again, I might not be available. He was like, okay, well, we'll let you know. But some of my comedy friends, I've said, like, can you imagine how crazy that would be to be in an arena and open, even if it was 10 minutes to do comedy? And every single one of them are like, you don't want to do that. No one's there to see you. It'll be awful. I was like, you're crazy. I would never turn that down. You're crazy.
Give her 10 minutes.
I'll put all the moms in the front row.
There you go.
All my friends in the second row.
There you go.
I'll look right at them. I don't care about the
Yeah.
other 30,000 people. I will just ignore them. Who cares?
Right. And it'll be forever on video.
Yeah,
and all over the
exactly.
place.
I'll have it videoed, and I'll wear something vintage. I think
I think that would be fun.
that would be so
Why
fun.
not give you 15 minutes and then the opening act and then them?
There you go.
Why not?
Oh.
Just warm up the crowd.
I'm just saying. I'm open to it.
I would do it.
Get with my manager. Oh, that's me. Just call me.
Self? I need you, Self.
Oh, you guys, this has been so fun.
Oh, this has been fun.
Thank you so much for coming in. Maybe we could get the dads in. Might be a little more serious. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, they're a little more serious than us, aren't they?
They seem to like to cut loose, but they're the dads. They're the protectors, you know. But this has been fun. Or we could just hang out again.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all good.
That would be
Next time we'll
fun.
bring pictures. and
Oh, that would be cool.
do a
Talk
little
about
more.
Jake's singing career.
Yeah. Is he gonna sing?
Oh.
What's happening?
We always wanted
Everybody wants to hear
4
Jake
mics
sing.
in front of those boys.
We always wanted them mic'd. And they
Always
were like,
wanted
no,
the mic. No, we don't want the mic.
Yeah, why is that? Just don't.
Because they're
Because they do their own thing. 'Cause
Jake
they
can
do
sing.
their own thing.
Jake
they all can sing.
Yeah, yeah. Cool. Well, that would be
But
fun.
their sound is wonderful.
Oh, well, right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
They don't want
Absolutely.
to do it, they don't have to do it.
But who knows
Yeah.
Yep.
what could happen? Maybe we'll hear some Jake singing.
You hear
Yeah,
some
I-
background
I know
stuff.
some-
here and
they do some
there.
background
Yeah,
stuff
they do some
on
background stuff here and
albums.
there.
And,
I know it's hard for Daniel to sing while he's drumming.
yeah.
Oh, gosh, he works
Oh, he
so
could
hard.
do
I
it.
know. You can do it.
I love
could do
when
it.
people post
Yeah.
pictures of him and you can see the sweat
I know.
flying
his
off in the
hair
air.
and sweat.
Oh, it's so
and-
cool.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
I
people
feel
get
so
them-
lazy every time I see
Ooh,
his pictures.
People get amazing pictures of him.
Yes.
They do. I'm
That
like,
must
how'd
be
they
fun.
get that?
Yeah. How cool. Oh, gosh. I could just talk to you guys forever.
Us too.
This has been so fun. Thank you so much for tuning in. Lori and Karen, thank you for coming. What darling, beautiful mothers.
Thanks for listening.
I am sure that you feel as inspired as I do to go out there and shave your kid's head.
Oh, it wasn't pretty. Get a professional to do it.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
P.S. Get a professional.
If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, do that. Hopefully, we got more interviews coming down the road. Thank you so much, Greta Van Fleet, for putting your amazing message out there and your awesome music. Keep kicking ass, guys. Like, we are totally rooting for
Proud of you, boys.
Have a great day, guys.
Bye.